Hello friends, welcome to my new channel. Welcome to the very first episode on my channel Be Smart. So in this episode we are going to talk about how an young adult, possibly in his teens or just hitting adulthood with a new job, would start investing. So in this channel I will be sharing different kind of videos for young adults on how to navigate various spheres of life, like getting older, dealing with personal developments, dealing with skill developments, dealing with personal finances, and many more that are relevant in this current scenario. So without any further ado, let's get started. So, finance is something that has my attention since a very long time, and I have been an investor from a very early age. So, whenever we think about investing, there are so many things that goes in our head, starting from these YouTube ads to people giving different speeches to these applications telling you to download and simply start investing. So many things, but where to start? So in this video I'll give you a step-by-step guide if you are a new investor on how to start your investment journey. So rule number one: investing is an habit which is hard to develop. Whenever the term investment pops up in our ears, we think about huge amounts of capital, huge investment in some equity or some other things, but it's not about that. Investment is actually an habit which you should practice. It has barely got to do with the amount of money that you really possess. Even if you have rupees 100 in your pocket as a disposable income and you invest it wisely, you will benefit huge from it at a later time. Coming to point number two, get yourself a digital bank account. If you have a bank account with any of the renowned banks like HDFC, SBI, or anything of that sort, that's great. But at the same time, consider the more flexible options that are these neo banks like Jupiter, Fi, etc., which gives you a lot of accessibility without the minimum amount of paperwork. Also, these banks help you to track your money easily and help you maintain a zero bank account. So the third and the most important thing to start your journey is to get yourself involved in an SIP, which is also known as a systemic investment plan. So friends, let's get down to real business now. So once you have created a virtual bank account, right, and you have all the necessary things in process to start your investment journey, you need to download an app in your mobile called Ind Money, which is IND Money. I will post the link in the description. It's a very useful app through which you can invest across various funds, starting from Indian stocks to US stocks to mutual funds to FDs and all other options. Everything is in this particular app. This app also helps you to track down your investments or your total net worth with all your assets and liabilities, which it auto tracks from your email IDs. So you don't need to do any manual work. So first thing you do, you open the app, you register yourself, you complete all the KYC processes, and straight click on the mutual fund section. In the mutual fund section, you navigate to the top funds and you just close your eyes and select the top fund and initiate an SIP of rupees 500. So why am I telling you this? Because as I mentioned in point number one, that habit development is the key factor in your investment journey. So you don't have to see it as equity, you don't have to see it as debt, you don't have to do anything. In my later videos I will make you understand everything. But if you have not started your investment journey, just click on any fund, register yourself a SIP of 500 and just start investing. Right, and make sure that every month you have that 500 rupees extra in that particular account through which you are investing, so that you do not default and that SIP cuts regularly through your bank account. Now, right now I have been talking about investment for beginners who are yet to start their investment journey. Now I am coming to the part where already people who are invested in the market or bonds or equity or banks or FDs, any other instrument, but are still confused and are not able to generate return of 30% or 40% yearly. So what should you do? So basically you should consider a golden rule of investment, which is a 70, 20 and 10 rule. To understand this concept, you must understand what is debt, what is equity, and conversely what is risk and what is reward. All these four words that I used are highly interlinked with each other. I'll be sharing a separate video on these four parameters in a very short time. But to summarize, the higher risk you take, the more are your rewards, and the lower risk you take, the less are your rewards. Since you are a young adult and you have a disposable amount which you want to invest for a long term horizon, you can take risks, but it should be calculated. The question boils down to how much risk should you take. If you are a young adult, that is from 18 to 30, you should take high risks in your investment journey. If you fall beyond that category, if you fall between 30 to 40, you should have a more diversified portfolio with medium amount of risks. And if you are beyond that, if you are beyond 40, you should definitely not take a lot of risks. Here in the screen, I will give out the allocation for the diversified instruments based on these risk tolerances. The instruments that I will talk about here are equity mutual funds, US stocks, world indexes of funds, small case, and crypto. So don't run off by hearing the crypto. I have a very unique proposition of allocating the entire stocks for your investment. Let's say if you are an young adult, right, and if you have rupees 10,000 amount to save per month, what you should be doing, you should be following that 7-20-10 rule, and you should invest 4,000 rupees in equity mutual funds. The next 15% will be in US stocks. I'll tell you why US stocks in the consequent videos. And the next 15% or 1500 in world indexes of fund, which is also a mutual fund for world equity. Next 20% you will invest in small cases or debt small cases. Okay? And the later 10% you should take into crypto. Basically you are investing 7,000 out of 10,000 in equity, 2,000 out of 10,000 in debt, and 10% in crypto, right? So if you are a moderate risk taker and if you have that 10,000 disposable income and if you are in the age between 30 to 40, what you should be doing is you should invest 2,500 in equity mutual funds, you should invest 2,000 in US stocks, you should invest 1,000 in world indexes of fund, and a major chunk 40% should be in assets which are not volatile, like debt funds in small cases, and a very small amount in crypto, which is 500, right? So and if you are a low risk taker, a person who is beyond 40 years, you should have a very conservative approach. You should invest 60% in debt and rest in the allocation of 40% equity, right? So in my next video, I will show you how to invest rupees 10,000 in all these assets in real time. If you like my video and if you find that this will benefit a lot of people, including you and people you may know, please share it with as many people as you can, and do like my channel because it will help YouTube put this video across many users, and also subscribe to Be Smart. Thank you.